folding papers here. Sorry. I like to have my papers folded neatly.
I noticed you are wearing a Deadpool shirt. Is that because you like DP?
Just the D. The P is not of my liking.
Of your persuasion? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
I thought you like DP.
No!
Oh.
I don't like DP. I don't like learning herpes. I don't like any of that. Patrick?
What I was alluding to, if you just, we're starting it off raw.
Sort of like straight up.
Raw.
Just
No Vaseline, no KY.
Just
we're
going
just
straight
getting
on
in
it.
there.
Straight D.
Straight
D.
DP. We have a Deadpool contest.
I like them.
Ryan Reynolds. Go check out on the page our videos. There's plenty of them. We're having fun. Ryan Reynolds Deadpool contest that you can win just by liking, sharing, and subscribing, people. And what's going on, people? I am Patrick. This is Mac, aka Glenn. Because I don't know if you, because sometimes I call you Mac. Sometimes you like saying Glenn.
Hey, it's
like I don't know what to call you.
I was like, you told me to call you Mac.
But not late for dinner.
Hey.
Oh, Jesus.
Please leave the jokes to me if you don't mind.
Leave it in your hands, in his capable hands.
You can call me whatever you like. It's easier to find me on social media if you're looking for Mac. But if you're looking for me at a show, I'm going to go by Glenn. So
okay,
however you want to do it.
And let's talk about this later. We're here because we're here at the amazing comic shop, bringing you the Hurt. It's Heather Vitner-Hurt.
Oh, bringing you the Hurt. What's up? Don't hurt him, girl.
Don't hurt him.
Don't hurt him.
I got nothing.
All right, people. It's an action-packed week because this week is Ashim Comics 1000. That's the biggest news that we'll talk about later.
Oh,
and we brought it back to the D. It's always the D with this guy.
Sorry.
It's always about that D.
First, he just has to have it in his mouth no matter what.
I have to get it out of my mouth. That's what I gotta do. Sorry, I interrupted. Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. What is going on this week, Heather? Besides the D.
I guess there's a couple things. So we're just going to kind of glaze over it just because it should be said, but we don't need to give our opinions of it necessarily.
Okay.
Stan the man is currently, or he is beginning the process of suing for elder abuse against his manager. Once again, we are going to say nothing more than that. So if you have opinions, go ahead and say them all down there in that comment space. That's really we're going to say about that.
Jack Kirby was right. I'm sorry.
I'm
sorry. I know I did it.
Agreed.
I just wanted. I know, but I love Jack Kirby and he doesn't get enough love.
If we the king definitely deserves
you
to
know
get
what
some.
I'm saying?
But we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on. That could be all night. Because actually, I mean, we could start talking about Superman and what they did to Siegel and Schuster, but we're not gonna do it.
Bill Finger.
Hey, he
Girl.
got his due eventually.
Yeah.
So, okay. Anyway, moving on.
Super nerds here. Super nerds.
staying above the fray.
So I don't know if you heard today. It was actually announced today, which is yesterday, at the release. On Tuesday.
Is when we shoot.
On Tuesday, it was announced. Scott Snyder basically
17th.
officially.
The day is the 17th. Sorry. That was the easy way to say it.
They don't know this. That's all behind
I
the
keep
scenes.
interrupting. Sorry, I'm
know.
interrupting. Shut up, Glenn.
That's what we do.
I can't get a sentence in. Yes, I just can't.
See, hashtag Me Too movement was specifically for this. Okay, I'm sorry.
If we handed you some D, would it help?
Hey!
How is that? Sorry. That's last one.
Scott Snyder.
We'll get into some other sexual preference things later, guys. Anyway,
Scott
Snyder
Snyder
announced a new lantern color.
Yes! I saw that.
The ultraviolet.
Kinda dope.
What?
Ultraviolet. And Jon Stewart,
Jon
right?
Stewart. It's gonna be Stewart.
But
and
is he going to be a bad now?
That all we know, and this is all that's kind of being given out. And they're actually not even like 150% announcing it, but it's kind of just been. Well, it's been announced, but it's one of those where they're not saying too much about it. It looks like he gets this ring, or it manifests, or it grows, or something during a battle. We know it's going to be during the No Justice battle that Scott Snyder is doing. It's a 4-part mini-series coming in May. It's 4 issues, each 1 week, so we know that Snyder has alluded to in the past that the breaking of the source wall could bring new magics, new lantern sectors. He did not say rings, but with new magic and new sectors comes new opportunities, new emotions, new this, new that. So Jon Stewart. There's no T right there. Snurf. Sorry. Well, okay. Getting back. Jon Stewart will be a brand new lantern color.
I have to ask though, with that being said, and it being ultraviolet, hashtag is it racist? Because it's very the ultraviolet is purple.
There's a
John Stewart, the synonymous nature of purple and black people
together.
Or
maybe it's just symbolism.
Although Samuel L. Jackson, he did demand to have a purple lightsaber in Star Wars.
He did say it was his.
And purple is a very regal, royal color.
Yeah. That's why Heather has
ideology of being a king. You know what I'm saying? So to me, but it's that mentality. But it's gonna come out there like that. Are you doing that? Is that typecasting? Is that stereotyping?
I would
just
say
throwing
no.
that out there.
I would say no. I mean,
I don't
Black
think
Panther
so.
there's a lot of purple in the Black Panther
Purple is
suit.
loved.
Purple is loved. Purple is loved.
As someone who is white, I don't think I'm allowed to say talk on that. But I have seen a couple of my friends who are POCs and are WOCs. Mm-hmm. They are they brought that up. They are concerned. But at the same time, one thing that I saw pretty much across the board from all of them is Scott Snyder knows what the fuck he's doing, and he does fucked up shit really well. So once again, I'm not allowed to talk on racism. I am a white person. I do not have that opportunity. I should not be talking on it.
Okay.
I mean, I should be talking against it, and I'll fucking talk against it. But I don't think I'm one of those people that can say that it is, because that's not. I should not be.
Well, as a POC bringing it up, from my perspective, I don't feel that way in regards to it. So, but I know that because there are others that will say it, and you saw it by some people that you came in touch with. I don't have a problem with it, but I have yet to read it yet, so I don't know the context yet. I could feel that way actually when later on with the material. I don't know, but at this present time, I don't have a problem with it.
If I was gonna swipe my black card, I'm not buying it. You know what I mean? I'm not. I think it'll be all right. Although I have not read it, so I'm not fully versed in the books. I don't know the direction, because sometimes with those things you have to take the past history of what they've done and how they've created these characters and treated the characters to have an idea of whether it is or not insensitive or.
Was John Stewart a specific color before that? I can't recall. He was green.
Strong green. I had a commission.
But they did separate him up a bit. I know he was always green, but when they split it up, I wasn't sure if he was like one of the other colors.
Yeah, but
no, he's green.
I had a commission done by this guy. He will remain nameless, but I had a commission done of John Stewart Green Lantern, which he basically just photoshopped a copy of Lawrence Fishburne's head onto a Green Lantern body, and then took a Photoshop of a gun and made it, and then he sold this to me for $100 and something, and I was like, yo, what?
You gave your money to that?
I did. Well, because it was a commission, so I was waiting for it in the mail, and when I got it in the mail, I was like, what is this? Terrible artist. If you see him at a con, he's terrible.
Fuck that guy.
I'll tell you the name later.
Okay.
Lawrence Fishburne is a blue lantern, if there ever was
a
one.
blue lantern.
God damn it.
No one looks at Lawrence Fishburne like, there's the Green Lantern. Come on, just Photoshop.
That's something we should talk about. I want to talk about
there.
commission, totally off base, but I know we've all had him as artists and fans and collectors. Commission nightmares. That's goes straight up commission nightmares.
I was very excited for it, and I was very upset when I got it.
I guess I have some good news. I am too broke to get too many commissions, so I've literally had a whopping 2. But I love prints. But there have definitely been times where I've gone and I've been like, I really want this print from this one creator, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? So,
I did get a commission from another artist. I will name her, Erin Lacasia. Lacasio.
Okay.
If I said your name wrong, I apologize. But I'm giving you a shout out on New Release Wednesday. You did an amazing job for the other Green Lantern that I had you commission. That one was pretty dope. I really liked that.
Green Lantern one of your guys?
He was. I mean, it's one of the few black superheroes to look up to.
So
John Stewart. So I was, that's kind of my dude for a long time.
Well, it's one of the things. So John has been kind of in the background. He's been around, but he's been kind of in the background. From what the articles I've read, he's still not going to be a major player. He's not going to have his own book with this new color, at least not yet. Gotcha. But what I do hope is that this will really bring John back to we have some really great, strong lanterns, but he deserves. John Stewart he's one of my favorite lanterns.
Yeah.
So I would love to see him back at the forefront. I really would.
Dope.
Any other stories outside of that we want to touch upon before we get into the new this week for April 18th?
No, the only other things we say, I guess I'll say it with the events that are going on.
Oh, actually, there was the Action Comics, because before we get into this, we were going to go a little bit deeper into Action Comics 1000. Yours and I's top pick this week.
I missed out on that.
So basically, Action Comics 1000 drops this week with a plethora of covers, and I haven't been reading Superman in a while, but they're really kind of showing love. There's a classic Kurt Swan story, I think, in there, and the big news is he's getting the trunks back.
Yeah.
Swimming
If
trunks?
you missed the red trunks, the underwear.
The underwear over the tights.
Hashtag the trunks are back.
Yeah.
People actually, I am so upset I did not get to go to the panel at C2E2. If y'all did not know, I went to C2E2. I talked about it way too much.
Follow her on Twitter.
It's so much fun.
I
got this there. I did. And I'll talk about, can I talk about this real quick?
Go ahead.
Okay. All right. So my husband is a big fan. I'm going to just sidetrack for a second. I apologize. My husband's a big fan of David Yost, who's the original Blue Power Ranger.
Good guy.
So we got to meet him, and he was so nervous, and I'm my poor baby. But it's if you haven't yet, and you are a Power Rangers fan, definitely go check Affirmative ECC, I think, .com. It is a line of clothing that it's super comfortable, guys. Like this is like a super comfortable shirt.
That's nice.
But it is for it's supposed to be to create an inclusive community, because everyone knows David Yost is gay. I'm bisexual, so like it's super important for me to show off like all of the colors of the rainbow, because you should. I'm like, oh my god, another sidebar. Finn Balor, oh my god, baby, I love you.
Oh yeah, WrestleMania.
Yes.
I was like, oh, I didn't know that. Is he, or is he just supportive of the culture?
He's straight. He's just
okay. I wasn't sure.
It's supposed to be that the Balor Club's for everybody.
That's awesome.
And it's the same. It's the same with Affirmative. It's clothing for everybody. We're a community. We need to be a community.
I love it.
So it's and my husband, once again, he's not one of those people to be outward, but he wanted to. He totally supports me as someone who's not straight. He totally supports the gay community, and it's so if you want some really cool stuff, I'm actually going to be getting another shirt. There's his favorite is he's got the blue and the green Rangers, but I actually have my Yellow Ranger. I got my Sabretooth. So they do have specific shirts just for your favorite character. So it's like I'm going to be getting the Sabretooth one. Definitely check it out. Thank you, David Yost, for the picture with my husband. He's like, he was so nervous and he really appreciates it. Thank you.
David is awesome. I got a chance to be on a panel with him and Walter. Awesome Con years ago. And actually the panel is on our YouTube channel. So go check out our previous panels and see that panel that I did with David and Walter. Good peoples. And if you're a Super Power Rangers fan?
My husband is, yeah. He's a huge Power Rangers fan.
Coming up, Tidewater Comic Con. I haven't announced this anywhere yet. So you're getting the exclusives here. I will be moderating a panel with Walter and Dave Felding, who is the voice of the machine in the.
Oh my god!
I forgot the name of that
machine.
The machine thing
no,
that they used to get their.
No, it's shit.
Missions from. I forgot the name of that.
No,
I'm sorry.
that's the thing.
And I'm a Power Rangers fan, but it's been so long.
It's because
Zordon.
Zordon. Oh my god!
Yes.
I was like, wait.
I know.
I was like, yo, that's like
my
number
mind
one.
I remember the actor's name. So Dave Felding, Walter Jones, and yours truly. I'll be moderating a panel with them at Tidewater Comic Con this year.
Sweet.
Zordon.
So say hello.
Not that.
Anyway,
going backwards, I did not get to go to the panel, and I was really disappointed. I did go to see Bendis and Mark Miller talk. That was pretty awesome, and Bendis did talk about some Superman stuff. There was one thing that I'm not going to talk about here that really bugged the shit out of me.
So why'd you bring it up?
Okay, fine. So to that little boy, I think you were just nervous, but please don't read everything on Reddit. Please don't ask questions based on Reddit. One little boy, Brian Michael Bendis is a Jew. He's Jewish. He talks about it. Him and his wife, they're very forward about it. It's not like there's something they're going to conceal. Yeah. Y'all know that I've said it multiple times. I might not practice, but I am Jewish. I'm proud of my heritage.
Yes.
And Bendis has been talking about, so Siegel and Schuster they were Cleveland. They were Jewish boys from Cleveland.
Yes.
And it was. It's one of those where Bendis has made that very clear that he really wants to get down to the roots.
Oh, I know the story you're talking about.
Yeah. He wants to get down to the roots, and you know how I.
Yeah.
So it's in one kid, and once again, he was like 13 or 14, maybe 15. I think he was just nervous.
Yeah.
But.
At least I hope so.
Bendis is not going to Jew up anything. Please don't think that. He's a good. I read the story already. That face, yes. That was the exact question. So But Bendis he does want to bring the character back to his roots.
Yeah.
So don't believe everything you read on Reddit. It's stupid. Don't do it. I did read the first story with Zerrlaut, however you say his name. So that's going to lead into the upcoming Man of Steel storyline that Bendis is going to be writing. He's going to be writing Superman. We've been waiting for this, guys. This is great.
Bendis at DC is amazeballs. You know, he's been with Marvel for a long time. Gave us a lot of great material there, but I'm super excited what he's going to do with DC.
Very interesting.
Can't wait to see it.
The one thing I will say, and it's the thing that I'm going to always say, it's the one and only thing I'm concerned about is I don't want them to just hand everything to Bendis.
That is true too.
I don't want them to be Bendis to be like, you know what? I want to try this. So and DC just goes. Yeah. I don't want to see that, but I am really excited to see who this new character is that he's bringing up.
Yeah.
And see what he does, because this new villain does some crazy ass shit, and it's only a 5-page story, and he does some crazy shit.
Whoa.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
What else are you talking about the stories themselves, or?
Let's save that for another time because we've got a lot of content coming out this week, and we want you all to tune in with all the other stuff, you know? So we'll give it to you then.
Okay, so then I'll make this really quick. The 9 main covers at your local comic book store, or if you come here, that does include the blank cover. So there's 8 primary covers, and we're just talking about the rings now, guys. There's 8 primary covers and 1 blank cover, and there's everything you want there. The decades. I know I'm getting more than one. So definitely pick it up. It's $7.99. It is a huge 80-page story, and there are 0 advertisements.
Wow.
0.
Oh, really?
That's 80 pages.
That's
Straight
awesome
content.
that they did that.
There is a minor advertisement because it talks about how it's going to lead into DC Nation number 0, which is a 25-cent issue, which is out on. We'll talk about it later, but it's out the week of Free Comic Book Day.
Hey!
And that's going to be the next start into...
DC is killing it. Ever since DC and DC, I've been on DC's bandwagon now. I'm sorry.
All
now they
took
get
way
their
too
movies
long.
right,
Oh,
then
man.
we be good.
DC's killing it.
DC and Warner Brothers are 2 different things.
Yeah. I love Warner Brothers.
I love Warner Brothers.
You know what I mean?
But just give us the Looney Tune Batman.
Let me
crossover
direct one
that
of
we
those
need.
movies.
Okay, yeah, there you go.
Let me do that.
Got an offer right here.
Or Joe Carabeo.
JoeCarabeo.com.
JoeCarabeo.com.
Who couldn't be here tonight because he's working on his film stuff tonight. And all I know is I better get a role in this piece, man. I know what you're working on. I better get a role. That's all I know.
Snap, I need to get a role
right?
too.
Yeah.
All right, well.
Tegan, he will be here on Free Comic Book Day, guys.
Sweet. Well, speaking of rolling, let's keep it rolling.
Okay.
And I'm going to talk a little bit about the new DVDs that are being released.
Let's do it, B.
You ready to do it?
Let's do it.
Okay. So this movie I really enjoyed, and there's a sequel to it. Deep Blue Sea 2. Pharmaceutical billionaire Carl Durant hires a shark
I know.
conservationalist.
Conservationalist.
They conserve. A person who conserves. Dr. Misty Calhoun to consult for his experiment where he genetically enhances bull sharks. The sharks take a turn for the worse. Who'd have thunk it? Genetically enhanced. Oh my goodness, they turned on us. And go against the scientists, leaving a deadly outcome. Leave science alone. Oh, sorry, that wasn't in the thing. I just got really...
He just was passionate.
Anytime you genetically engineer, it turns against you. That's how it works. Just like if you create AI, it's going to turn against you. Surprise!
That's why I'm
Samuel
nice to
L.
Alexa.
Jackson, leave science alone, God damn it!
I'm very sweet when I talk to Siri and Alexa. I'm like, thank you.
Siri and I had...
I don't make demands.
Siri and I had a very long relationship at her and I have kind of separated, but like her and I like...
Better be nice because when they
got
take
Siri,
over...
like, well, she actually like straight up became like my girlfriend for a little bit. Like,
Yeah, she was my girlfriend too, but she was very upset when I started fucking with Cortana.
Oh!
You know what I mean?
Damn.
She started like sending messages to my boss and calling wrong autocorrects were all wrong.
Siri is vindictive.
She was fucking around. She would just like dial my grandmother when I was
When
trying
you
to
gain
masturbate.
sentience, remember who was with you.
It was ridiculous. I didn't know.
I'm with you.
Anyway, it's directed by Darren Scott, starring Danielle Savry, and Rovi. I guess they just have one name.
Oh, well, no, Rovi is the name of the people that wrote the write-up.
Okay, cool.
I got your back.
Hey, got my back.
I wasn't expecting a deep blue deuce.
Yeah, Deep Blue Deuce.
we all gotta take it somewhere. Sorry.
Moving right along.
I don't think I'm gonna buy this. I probably will Redbox it. Just
I
wasn't a big fan of it.
There's no LL Cool J.
Samuel L.
There's
Jackson.
no.
No, we don't get them all
There's no
back.
LL. There's no Samuel.
It was entertaining.
It was entertaining, and the black guy survived.
But
so.
did we
I
want
was
this?
gonna say, one of the two people, they actually let the black guy live.
Yeah, so
That's true.
I'm partial to that.
But the thing is that it's also been like what, 10 years?
It's been a
minute.
minute.
It's been a minute.
No, wait, that's why it's
to demand a part
it,
2.
And that's the thing. That joke was way too real. I didn't even remember that Samuel Jackson was in that movie.
Yep, very real.
I mean, he's in every movie.
All right, here's something else that is real. Commuting. The next DVD is called The Commuter. During his daily commute from Manhattan to upstate New York, a cop turned insurance salesman, Liam Neeson, is approached by a mysterious woman, Vera Farmiga, who tells him that he must locate a passenger who's carrying something dangerous. If he fails, everyone on board the train, as well as his family at home, will be killed because, the commute needed more drama. So that sounds pretty effing interesting.
So what you're telling me is this is something completely different than what Liam Neeson always does.
Yeah, at this time he's not the he's not the aggressor. He's just letting it's happening to him.
No, he beats the shit out of some people.
I'm sure he's gonna get fed up. Liam Neeson getting fed up is a thing now.
You don't want to make Liam Neeson angry.
He's always cool until you make him angry, and then and of course the commuter is what happens. So Patrick Wilson is in that.
Yes. Night Owl.
Not Patrick
Watchmen.
Michael Strange. No. Patrick Wilson.
You would have gone a lot better.
Elizabeth McGovern, Sam Neill, and Jonathan Banks co-star with Vera Farmiga.
Banks is in it?
Yeah, and Jonathan Banks. I said. Elizabeth McGovern.
Directed
by Jean-May Colette Serra. Oh, oui. That's so wrong. That's so racist.
We're just talking about racism, and then here we go. Sorry.
It's okay.
Shout out to all my French people.
The French people are okay with it. All right, so what do you think?
I want to see it. I've always kind of had these dreams, nightmares while I've been on the commuter train waiting to get to my destination, wondering what could happen. It's a what if story, for you true comic heads out there, those what if comic books. I used to love those. For me, as a commuter, being on a train, it's a what if story come to life. Can't wait to check it out. And I like Liam Neeson. I know he's one note. But
he's also like, you got to think the man's also in his 50s and he's still making this shit. And you got like.
I need to get back in the gym.
That's true. Well, it's me too. But it's one of those where I was just on so in Chicago, right?
Yeah.
They have the L, and oh my god.
Yes.
No, fuck that. Fuck that shit. I'm sorry.
That shit's kind of crazy, but then
the L
makes sense on there.
I didn't like the L. The taxis in Chicago, though. Oh my god, I like that. I am not a taxi fan. I'm a taxi fan.
They're nice.
They're cheaper than Uber and Lyft.
Oh, cool.
Nice. But going back to it's like when on our way back to the hotel, we left. We were gonna leave like an hour because the L. If people in DC were trying to get to work like they do on the L, I think somebody would punch someone in the face. They take a while. They just don't. It's an older train system. Blah blah blah. But we left a good amount of time, so we were gonna leave at 4:00 in the morning. And the guy in the hotel, the concierge, he was just like, if you feel comfortable enough getting on the L, and I'm like, well, now I don't fucking feel comfortable enough with this shit.
So was it bad?
I didn't know. He's like, take a taxi.
Okay.
All right.
You had a chance. You could have made $10,000 and or got somebody killed if you would have taken the L. You could have been the commuter.
I should have been that commuter. I should have.
This season, Heather puts the hurt on the
what is
commuter.
It with the fucking hurt?
I don't know. That was weird.
All
right, so move. Oh Lord! Don't lick your tongue out at me when you say that. Jesus. All right,
you're gonna catch.
So the next movie coming out release is The Post. I love reading newspapers, journalism, all that type of stuff. So this is really kind of right up my alley. In the summer of 1971, the Washington Post faces a historic dilemma with whether or not to publish the Pentagon Papers, a top secret document that reveals the U.S. government knew for decades the Vietnam War was unwinnable.
I got lost. Can you say that again?
So basically, there was a top secret document.
True story.
That said that the Vietnam War, they knew it was unwinnable, they kept fighting it, and then Washington Post got hold of this paper and had to figure out whether they were going to print it.
I was like, that's
and this is a movie. This is a dramatization of that. It is executive editor Ben Bradley.
Who is from the Washington Post?
Oh yeah. That's the guy who was the executive editor. It's played by Tom Hanks. The publisher Kay Graham is played by Meryl Streep. So that's going to be a powerhouse of acting prowess right there.
Titans.
Debate the best course of action in this docudrama, which was directed by Steven Spielberg, Bruce Greenwood's in it. Matthew Reese is in it. Bob Odenkirk, Michael Stuhlbarg, Sarah Paulson, Tracy Letts, excuse me, Bradley Whitford, Allison Brie, Jesse Plemons, David Cross, Carrie Coon, and Zach Woods co-star in this amazing film coming out on DVD. It's great. It's about the heyday of journalism when we actually had journalists who did their job and were worried about their job. In this day and age, it would have been printed. There's no question. It would have been just thrown out there with no accounting for what it actually does to the country.
You want the most clickbait answer anyway.
Yeah,
so.
but this movie I feel like is very good. I'm gonna check it out on DVD.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely want to check it out. I'm in the midst of all the comedy and action stuff. This is something where it's a true story, and if you didn't read about it or learn about it in school, you can get this lesson.
There's documentation available for the what was it when they released everything?
The Pentagon Papers. What's the date? You mean?
No, the Release Act.
The Freedom of
Information Act.
FOIA. Yeah, these were some of those documents that were released. So, or some of them or something. So this is
way back. Yeah, I think this was a leak got this paper to it, but then Freedom of
Information. This is confirming
everything. Yeah. So that's all cool. Those are new DVDs being released. Also, check out Interview with Monster Girls, the complete series that's coming out on Blu-ray. Anime, the Mighty Orbots, the complete series, also anime coming out on DVD, and a series that I used to watch but I haven't finished watching that I want to get back into, just in time for me to get back into it. Released on Blu-ray is Killjoy Season 3, which is a pretty cool little science fiction, spacey type thing, which was very interesting. I like the premise. I like the pilot episode. I just haven't watched the whole thing. Need to do that, but I can do that now because it's going to be on Blu-ray.
I can't wait to check it out. And shout out to Steve Bake, who reached out to me on Twitter and all that, who's down with our hashtag Totally Awesome Asians. Looking forward to having you on the panel too, brother.
Yeah.
So I've got games, but I want to start out with something else with some news. Real quick? So I don't know if y'all saw the next Marvel game, Runaways. Next Marvel Lego game is gonna have Runaways.
Shut the front door.
It was announced today, Tuesday, the 17th, whatever.
Shout out to Brian K. Vaughan, Adrian Alfana, and my boy David Newbold. They were the original creators on the first Runaways book. David Newbold is part of my Temple Studios way back when, and Temple Far East, which is the birth of New Release Wednesday, all that. We have shout outs in the first issue, and I have some of the original pages at home. From when he was on the title, so I have some of those pages.
Well, that's kind of why I was like, oh, you'd want to know because we've talked about this.
Girl, you just
sprung it on him.
So congratulations!
Shout out to Runaways, and it's a great show too. If you haven't checked it out,
I haven't been able to my husband's sorry.
Check it out on Hulu.
All right. Anyway, so now going into the actual games, these are what are coming out. Don't Starve Mega Pack. Enter a dark, ever-changing world and don't starve. Starting with nothing, the main character, Wilson, must use his science knowledge that was a weird way to say that, science knowledge to research and craft items from his whimsical surroundings as he fights off dangerous enemies. Help Wilson explore, forage, and survive.
It's a cool-looking game. Have a very artsy style to it. Apparently, it was a bunch of smaller games, and this mega pack version of it kind of consolidates all of them into one big game. So it looks cool.
It's on the PS and Xbox, so it's probably one of those mini. Was it like one of those mini games?
Yeah, through the shop.
Gotcha.
Yep. Check it out.
Oh my God, they're making this is the sixth one. Yakuza 6, The Song of Life, on PlayStation 4. Sacrifice everything in Yakuza 6, and it's down to you to find out what has gone on during Kiru's 3-year absence. Hakura has gone missing, and as a former Yakuza member, you have to draw on your knowledge and contacts to discover the truth in the ever-thriving world of Yakuza 6.
I've never played the first 5, but from what I understand, I think it's like an open world style game.
Sounds
like Saints Row,
kind of like Grand Theft Auto.
Okay.
But I know a lot of people are deep into that game, so check it out, people. Check it out.
You get to 6.
They're still going to the well on you.
You get like 6 or 8 so quickly on some of these games.
Yeah.
All right, Nintendo Labo Variety Kit. Right?
Do you know about
Nintendo
this?
Switch? No.
Wait,
No.
What was it? Say it again.
Labo Variety Kit, Nintendo Switch. I speak English.
Nintendo Labo. Sounds like a very Filipino style.
I was gonna say it sounds very Filipino.
Very Pinoy. Are you familiar with this?
I'm not. School me.
Basically, Nintendo is trying to sell you some cardboard, man. Really, honestly.
Build your own interactive toys with this Nintendo Labo Variety Kit for Nintendo Switch. The cardboard pieces fit nearly together for easy assembly and include stickers. Oh my God, they're literally selling us cardboard.
$60 cardboard, people.
Fuck.
So smart. So smart.
RC cars or
Cardboard and
motorbikes.
stickers.
Or create a fishing kit.
And then put a sticker on it.
Designed to work with the Nintendo Switch system, the Nintendo Labo. I'm sorry, I keep saying Lobo. I'm a comic book nerd, guys. Labo Variety Kit gives you more ways to. Oh my God, that's such bullshit.
Basically, it's cardboard. You put the little Switch, I think, controller into it.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like what they were doing the Wii. So you still need your like
skin.
camera. Yeah, but you're putting this over it. And it kind of looks kind of cool from the commercials, but they're basically just trying to sell your ass cardboard for like
with a sticker on it.
With a sticker on it.
And they also have a robot kit to go with it.
Yeah. So there's 2 new kits dropping this week.
Yeah.
Two pieces of cardboard that you can spend $120 on.
Oh, I see why you want to talk movies. I see which one it is.
Hey. Watch now.
That's why. Okay. Anyway, one more, guys, and then I'll give it to him.
The best game of the year, though.
And I'm actually really excited about this one. God of War for the PS.
I love that.
What happens when a legend is freed from the gods in God of War?
He's no longer a
is
god.
back, and he's now mortal. He's a mortal man living with his son as he fights those who would disrupt his new life. Defeat the demons that plague
Son looked like a badass.
him as. I mean, he always was. So you're basically you're back to square one. He's back to what he was.
Dope.
It looks really good.
Makes me want to buy a PS4.
I wonder if I hope there's not now that it's supposed to be like family friendly. I hope there's not as many sex scenes.
Ooh.
That'd be so awkward. Please don't do that.
I remember that.
Yeah, maybe they can have the conception scene for the
ones.
kid. Like this is how he was born.
This is the opening of the game right here.
Kratos is getting.
Because remember, the very first God of War, you're having sex in that first scene. So maybe it could be if they're keeping it 100, keeping it original to like the original God of War game. This is how we're gonna make the child for this game, and you gotta time your pump.
See, if I did the motion,
timing your pumps.
Timing your pump. And you know what? When you're done, put a sticker on it. I don't know.
That was in the Nintendo Switch version.
No. He should have put a sticker on it to begin with. Excuse me.
That's going to be our call for the day.
Oh, man. Okay. All right. If you don't want to rent those movies or buy those movies and you don't want to play those games and you want to get out into the world and go into another environment, a theater.
Right.
Here's the movies that are going to be coming at your local Cinemaplex. First, I Feel Pretty. I Feel Pretty. PG-13 comedy. Amy Schumer. A woman struggling with insecurity wakes from a fall believing she is the most beautiful and capable woman on the planet. Her new confidence empowers her to live fearlessly, but what happens when she realizes her appearance never changed? Yes, so starring Amy Schumer, Michelle Williams, Emily Ratajkowski, a.k.a. the woman who was in that Robin Thicke video. Yes. And Busy Phillips. I feel kind of weird with this one, man. Amy Schumer's kind of... I used to really dig her, but then she's also had some major issues, and I'm like, Amy, I don't know. And then the context of this film is kind of... You know what I'm saying?
You got something. So, like, I'm gonna put this in 2 ways. One is Schumer has had way too many rape jokes, and it's hitting a point.
Exactly.
Going back to the Me Too movement, that's the exact opposite of what we're doing, and she's playing it up with the whole idea of Me Too is that you can say what you want, you can feel comfortable with what you want, but that's just going too far.
Is that the idea of it? I thought
Well, it's about it's about having like your rights and you're allowed to say what you want. You need to
come out and have a platform. Okay.
So she's and that's what she feels. I just feel like it's uncomfortable. But you also have I'm going to go back to WWE. You got Nia Jax being a fucking queen right now.
Salute to her too, WrestleMania girl.
I am not a big fan of the body shaming that Vince McMahon. I'm sorry, brah, but it's one of those where it's like I'm not happy with it because oh crap, what's her name?
Ronda Rousey.
No, I'm not going to talk about Ronda.
Shayla.
No, her opponent.
Oh, Alexa Bliss.
Bliss, yes, Alexa Bliss.
Who's also a great wrestler too.
Well, they're great, but Alexa and Nia have both had body issues.
Yeah.
And so I hate the body shaming. But you have moments like this, huge moments where you got Nia just coming out like just the beautiful beast that she is, and making all of us feel proud of who we are. And then you got this, and I feel like the idea is there, like she wants to be like, be proud of who you are, you're beautiful no matter what, but then she gets upset because she's not, and that's just not, it's the exact opposite. You want to be proud of who you are. You are beautiful. It does not matter your size, it does not matter your hair color. You are beautiful. Be confident, be strong, and Schumer is just the exact opposite of that.
And I feel awkward in the context of it's a comedy, but you want, it's about confidence, but at the same time they're trying to poke fun and induce laughter into that. It's kind of awkward to laugh at that message. Where I see what you're going for, and it's just, you know what I'm saying? Confidence, but then you're also laughing because she's a kind of a big girl, which doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it even goes against what she does. Like she's like, what was that movie that she did? The one where she was the reporter, Trainwreck.
Yeah.
She was even going off the fact that she wasn't the most perfect girl, but she was. So it's like it's even going against what she herself has said in the past. It's weird.
Yeah.
All of y'all are beautiful. Don't listen to what Amy Schumer says. Fuck that shit.
So
okay. I don't know. I'd like to go check out the movie and figure it out if it's good. But yeah, I don't know. I can't really speak on it. You know what I mean? I think everyone's beautiful. Everyone has some type of beauty in their heart. But as a comedian, I feel like you can laugh at everything. So some people are fat. It is funny sometimes when you're fat. You know, I'm fat. I can make fat jokes. I can do that. I get access to those.
I feel you. I feel you.
I shouldn't be laughing at that.
It's a weird, awkward thing. You know what I'm saying? It's something. It's real. It's natural, and we should be about it. I don't know. It's kind of an awkward thing, and because she has kind of like this history as well, which kind of just makes me, you know, I used to be all about her, and then she just made some comments and remarks that just has annoyed me now. I'm not sure where she's at, truthfully, in her heart. If you want
to watch something that makes you feel beautiful, go watch some of those videos from WrestleMania. Go watch Nia just completely just rock that entire ring. It was just a wonderful.
Go watch me do stand-up April 24th and April 25th. That'll make you feel good about yourself too. I'm sorry. Shameless plug. Anyway.
All right, keeping it moving. Super Troopers 2, people.
Oh shit!
If you are a Super Troopers fan,
wait. Is this the?
Pass.
I got some. Here.
How many do we got going right now?
This is why he wanted to do this shit.
Time out. Super Troopers has had sequels before, but this is the first official trailer.
They haven't had
in theater.
sequels. They've had spin-offs.
Oh, I've seen the sequel that was named Super Troopers 2, and I was like, what is this shit? What is this shit?
They might have done like sketches.
It was straight to DVD.
This is official.
Yeah, this is the official.
It took them 15 years.
It's been a minute.
It's been a hot minute, and I am.
I would like to know more.
Well, alrighty then. When a border dispute arises between the U.S. and Canada, the Super Troopers are tasked with establishing a highway patrol station in the disputed area, and that's all I'm giving it to you. Directed by Jay Chandrasekhar. I'm brutalizing names. I'm sorry, my Indian brother. Starring Linda Carter, Emmanuel Chikri, Rob Lowe, and Brian Cox, and the whole Super Troopers gang.
If you rewind like the last 5 seconds, you'll see me come to the realization that he was talking about Super Troopers and not Starship Troopers. I was like, no, I'm so stupid. Anyways. Super Troopers has not had a sequel. Starship Troopers
They have had a lot of series. Like if you've never seen it, Club Dread is fantastic.
Yeah, the actors,
Fear Fest,
the troop. Don't they have a name for their comedy troupe?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's
Broken Lizard.
As
soon as I said it, it was on the tip of my tongue.
I am. If you go, this is one of those. It is coming out on 4/20, y'all.
Oh.
Read between those lines. It's going
I was
on.
like, why are we smoking for Starship Troopers? I don't remember even there, but I'll go along with it. So this is the improv in me.
The idea is that you do not go see this movie sober. You don't do it.
Don't
do it.
Oh shit!
You need to take a little something to throw whatever is your poison.
Most movie theaters provide alcohol nowadays.
Probably they don't provide.
Don't double tip though, guys. Don't fucking do it. It's bad.
Don't
pick
do
your poison.
Anyways, pick your poison. I'm excited. I'm excited.
Now
that I know what it is.
We'll talk about it later with events, but I have something this Friday, so I can't see it on Friday, but we are seeing it it's coming out. It's like limited release though. Did you see that?
Is this Friday.
This Friday.
Somebody's getting hot. Sorry.
Not us.
No,
'cause we're,
no, I don't do those
Yeah,
things.
I actually don't. Like, I legitimately don't.
We actually don't too.
I'm about to be completely honest with you, though. I haven't seen the first Super Troopers. And when you were talking about what movies he's really looking forward to, it's actually this next one. I've watched all the other Broken Lizard films. I haven't seen Super Troopers.
I am so surprised.
Beer Fest was my favorite.
Beer Fest is
Beer Fest is pretty good. I actually have that on DVD.
I actually watched that the other day. We had zero reason. I was just like, oh my god, I really want to fucking watch it.
I'm gonna rip that. I have it on DVD at home. I'm gonna rip it and put it on my server.
Don't say that out loud.
I own it. It's mine. I can rip my own movie. It's okay. I'm not gonna share it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because as a SAG-AFTRA union actor, that's not cool.
No, I bought it. I purchased it, and then I want to have it for display on my own personal in other places, which I think is
you're getting a pass
okay.
right now. But
Yeah.
I thought you were on some.
But of all their films, the ones that's seen least, if you're a horror fan and you like, go see Club Dread. It is so fucking good. I love it.
I have that, but I don't know if I did start it, but I didn't finish it.
Watch it!
I know. I need to see Super Troopers because that's, to me, is like everybody talks about Super Troopers. And
okay, go home and watch it right now.
Yes.
I
have one more thing before we do
what
that.
is it?
I have a couple more things. The one I was really looking forward to because I'm all about her. Girl.
I got a hot over here. Let me move to the side a little bit.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna need some space, preferably in this region. Traffic. A couple off for a romantic weekend in the mountains are accosted by a biker gang. Alone in the mountains, Bria and John must defend themselves against the gang who will stop at nothing to protect their secrets. Directed by Deon Taylor, stars my girl, Paula Patton.
Oh, my girl Paula. Oh, your girl Paula.
That's my girl. What? You said your girl.
Yeah.
That's my girl, bro. My girl.
I'll be over there, guys.
Robin Thicke, you fucked up, and
she's
that's
not.
I don't know why.
She's not into learning herpes. I'm sorry. You
I'm gonna give.
You
She's
messed
gonna
it
catch
up
me
on this
learning
episode.
herpes.
Oh my goodness! He said he's gonna give Paula Patton
herpes.
Why?
My wife says I get
Not at all.
passes. That she's one of my passes.
Passes.
Paula
The only thing you're passing on is learning herpes.
She's gonna catch them all.
That's not what she meant. I don't think she meant past that.
Also stars my man. Oh, it's not here. Written here.
You just took it off.
Fucking. It was the husband. It's not here. It's not written here. He's he played Tupac.
Oh, the
Omar. Is it Omar?
no,
It's not Omar. Is it Omar?
If you haven't seen that documentary, watch it.
No. Yeah. Okay. I don't know. I forget what his name is.
I'm
but
sorry, bro.
yeah.
It'll be in the
Okay.
explanation down there. He'll explain it.
Yeah. But Paula Patton, Traffic, cool thriller type film. Rednecks, black people in the mountains trying to escape from the rednecks who want to get them because they have the beautiful house, and this Missy Powell, who I love, she's a great character actress too, and comedian style acting. She does comedic acting. Great film. I'm looking forward to catching that one. Traffic. And outside of that, if you really want to get out into the world and not just be cooped up in a theater or dark space in your house playing those video games and movies, Bumpin' Grimes 4, a Walking Dead burlesque and variety show. My girl Mackie Roll, aka Mackie's Chop
That
Shop.
woman does everything.
My homegirl.
Girl.
This is her last Walking Dead burlesque show.
No.
She's ending it with Walking Dead 4 at the Black Cat this Friday, 9 p.m. to midnight.
That sounds amazing.
I should be hopefully in the house there to show her support because that's my girl. But yeah, so you don't want to miss it. It's a great Walking Dead themed burlesque show with zombies and Rick doing the nasty with Daryl.
Daryl.
Oh my God, Walking Dead 3.
Oh God.
There is
That feels like a
two
lot of
amazing
dirty.
male burlesque dancers. That one played Rick Grimes, one played Daryl, and they were on each other like, woo!
There's a lot of dirt there, you know what I mean? Because Daryl's kind of
He
dirty.
was throwing the
Rick's
dude up
dirty.
and spinning around his head. These guys was getting it on.
Hey.
It was sexy, you know?
Okay.
And I don't swing that way, but it's
I'm
all
the only
good.
one that's outed by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Hey,
not.
sometimes I get questioned, what DJ Driz was out here, Edris Elba. I have to question myself. The Rock. My list is long, but we're not going to go there.
I got a list on both sides, so I can't really say much.
I got a one-sided list. It's,
You're telling me that we already
You
had
can't tell me there is a gay that make you think twice about yourself.
No, it just there was a guy. There's just
A guy?
Yeah.
So you
There ain't a gay that can tell you gay. You don't think no gay can tell you gay.
I know. I'm sure there's a guy.
They're not vampires. They're not going to get you and turn you into one of
No,
them.
it is not a choice.
Yeah.
Stop it.
just saying.
Listen, they're.
Idris Elba walked in that door right now and said, "I love you."
I'll give him a hug, and I would probably embrace him deeply. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if I'd kiss, but I'd embrace deeply.
You would hug deeply?
Yes, he's a beautiful, beautiful man. I could say that. You know what I mean? I just,
No, all right.
All right, we'll keep it moving.
I'm not going to get the D, all right? I'm not, but you can get the D.
Ryan Reynolds.
If you
Ryan Reynolds
subscribe
would make you
and
question
like...
yourself. Ryan would make
No.
me question myself.
Ryan makes
He
me
would
question
make me
myself.
laugh.
Ryan makes me question
He would-
myself.
You know,
I'm sorry, Ryan. You're not the one who's going to...
Oh, Ryan would be the white boy that can get him.
Yeah.
Oh, it got real.
I think he would be
But-
a top, though.
By the way, if you are a Ryan Reynolds fan, go check out the Fuck Cancer.
Oh yeah,
fundraiser.
Omaze. Shout out to Omaze and the Fuck Cancer.
Yeah.
bit.
He is giving away one of a pink Deadpool suit because fuck cancer. And so definitely check it out. I don't know if maybe we'll put up a link or something, but it's there's a trailer for it and everything. Go definitely check it.
I'll put it at the end of this video. And one more event, being Prime Military and being the guy that runs Cost Love for our local military in the DC metropolitan area over at Joint Base Anacostia. Myself and my Cost Love team, my cosplayers that go out and show love and dress up in costume to support, will be entertaining at it's MWR short for Morale, Welfare, and Recreation. All of our military are invited out to MWR Con at Joint Base Anacostia this Saturday.
Nice.
My Cost Love cosplayers will be in the house. Some of my friends from Blurred Con will be there. Some of my other con friends will be there. Just a great convention type event on the base for our military families. So if you're a military family in the area, come out to Joint Base Anacostia this Saturday, and we are going to be there to entertain you.
Awesome. Another event, I don't know, I guess it's a shameless plug again.
Plug
but
away.
I will be performing or hosting at Wonder Garden in Noma, which is in DC. It's Wonder Garden, beautiful beer garden. Come on out, laugh. It's going to be a great lineup of comedians. I'll be hosting the show. Starts at 7:30, and it's free. Another show the next day, we're going to be at the GOAT. I'll be on that show with the amazing Alicia Cooper. She's incredible. That's in Clarendon. That's the GOAT. It's $5 for that show. Come on out to that one. What else do we got? There's tons of other comedy shows going on all around town or whatever. Also, Legion M, there will be a meetup for the Bad Samaritan premiere. Come check that out. That's going to be amazing. These guys are going to come in there. I don't know who will be there. There's a chance that we could have some fun people come out to visit us. But if you're there, it's going to be fun. So come out, see the movie Bad Samaritan. If you're a Doctor Who fan, David Tennant fan, come on out. Kilgrave, if you like that guy, come on out, see the movie. You won't be disappointed. So those are 3 things that I got going on.
Free comic book day?
I'm going to give a couple of them. I'll start all in there.
Okay.
All in there. First off, I'm just not going to be here next week, so I want to say it now. If you have kids, if you like fresh fruit and vegetables, and you love inclusivity, next week, guys, Cox Farms opens back up. They have hosted some wonderful signs like Black Lives Matter, like Pride, LGBTQ plus Pride. They have, and what was it? It was we don't care about white supremacy or something like that. And it's that's not the exact wording, but it is something similar. And so if you love inclusivity, if you want to support a local business, if you are just against all that bad shit that's coming down on them, go support them. They open next week. They do have they are a farm, so they do have a farmer's market, and they do have a petting zoo for the kids.
They have a lot of great events. No matter the season, I think they like the apple picking. They have all kind of cool events. Check out their page.
The biggest stuff they do have is not until the fall, but they do once again. Their market opens up next week. I think it's the 27th, the same day that the Avengers comes out. But it's one of those. Definitely go support them because we support inclusivity.
Yes.
We support all of the things they stand for, and go fuck all those people that are going to give them terrible shit because Cox is amazing and that family is just awesome.
Because we like the D and we like Cox, so.
Cox, it's you gotta have Cox.
Gotta have Cox.
I've got a cock.
Yep.
Wait, that was weird. That's totally not.
You've already had your time with your cock.
Just-
She needs her time.
We have to show off how big we are. So
Yes.
I told y'all I had some penis
She
jokes.
got him. She got him.
I got the penis jokes. Anyway, I don't got the penis.
No.
I'm sorry.
No.
I don't have that. I do not have that.
But
Anyway.
she's bringing the hurt with the D.
But she bringing the hurt with the D.
hurt with the D.
At the cops.
Sorry.
At the cops. Okay. So the other thing is this Friday, it was a little bit short announced, but this Friday, April 20th, if you're not getting stoned and seeing Super Troopers,
Oh yeah.
come to our book club. We were talking Bingo Love. We did run a little bit short on the
Bingo
issues,
Love.
but are on the volumes. But I will have my copy here for you to just check out and enjoy. We will be playing some games of Bingo, and we will be talking queer comics, young adult comics, or young readers comics, including how to talk to your kids about queer comics. Y'all know me. I am queer, so this one is actually really important to me.
Yes.
Also, I love T. Franklin. It's by T. Franklin and Jean and Jen St. Ange, who does Jem and the Misfits, a Jem and the Holograms
Yes.
spinoff. But T is one of my favorite people. I love her with all of my heart and soul. And if you want to support Black, queer, and disabled creators, T is everything in a nutshell, and she is beautiful and amazing, and I love her, and I love you, T.
Much love. Thanks for liking our stuff too. We've seen her support, so she's checking us out. So thank you, T. We love you.
I saw her T too. He's gonna give her a big hug, and she gives the best hugs. And the last thing, and I'm gonna just mention this just a little bit because we still don't have everything listed out yet,
Yes.
even though it is only 2 weeks away. That's for 2 weeks away. Free comic book day.
Free
guys!
comic book day.
Oh.
That's CBD and a hizzy.
The best way to always remember Free Comic Book Day, it is the first Saturday in May. It used to be you could tell by the May.
You available for Saturday?
If I don't have a show, yeah.
We're gonna work it out. I'm gonna try because I want to do a live show and I need you right here.
We don't
Live show.
Yeah.
Live streaming?
Live stream? Maybe. We could do it.
Live stream.
Okay.
Heather will be here. I'll be here. So at least Heather and I'll be here. And if you're not here, then we're gonna be looking at you strange. Strange.
Oh,
See?
it's
Looking at you
strange.
strange.
Strange. But Free Comic Book Day, that is if you aren't here in the Northern Virginia area.
Yep.
And definitely go previewsworld.com. Previewsworld.com. I'm going to say that
Support
one
your
more time.
LCS.
Previewsworld.com. They have a store locator, and they can tell you where to go, what people are doing, and so much more. People will have creators. People will have free books. Hundreds of free books. People will have sales. I'm going to say this just because I'm a retailer at heart. Please, even though it is free, please buy something. Just remember
Please,
that we have to pay for those
Come out
free
your
issues,
pockets.
and we have to pay for the amazing creators like Joe Carabeo will be in this store
JoeCarabeo.com.
with his beautiful wife.
Carolyn
but-
Belefski, Curl Studios in the hizzy.
Call out.
They-
Call
they-
out. Shout out.
we will,
Shout out,
we
bro.
will have
Shout
more
out.
than
Shout
that.
out.
We'll have more stuff to do with that, including stuff for the kids. But
be here.
it does cost us money. So if you could please buy something, you would be greatly supporting your community, and you get to have fun and get free shit. So
Woo!
that is May 5th, all day at your local comic book store.
Fitting.
Come see us at Amazing Comic Shop. Go to our sister store, Painted Visions in Woodbridge. We will have it. We will have your free books.
Dope.
Yeah.
Dope.
And I'll be here.
May 5th.
Show me love.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. One more thing I have that I just remembered. Universal Fan Con is next weekend, and I'll be talking about it when we're over at Painted Visions next week as well, because it'll be that weekend, and we promote for that current weekend. I will be at Universal Fan Con, and hopefully you'll be there too, because I can talk about it. But anyway, I'm trying to put him on the spot, just making sure.
He doesn't want.
Yeah, right?
I was able to make it to one, and he doesn't want me anymore.
What? I thought. Oh, I'm gonna take care of this. Totally Awesome Asians, hashtag Totally Awesome Asians is going down 7 p.m. that Saturday of Universal Fan Con. The events are on our event page, but yours truly, along with Keith Chow, along with Peter Shinkota, who was Nobu on Daredevil, along with Sumali Montano,
This is one
who is
hell of a
on
panel.
Scandal,
Yeah.
along with
of a
Jade Feng Lee, who you know from Dumpling Heart, an amazing strip, along with Mallory Ada Yu, who you know from the Washington Post, I think is the paper she's on. Damn, we got it's
How
a
many
dope
people
panel.
are
It is
We
a
have
fantastic
creators.
panel.
This is gonna be a dope ass.
I need to get one of your shirts.
Oh, and Greg Pak, the guy who made me want to do this panel, Totally Awesome Hulk, who inspired Totally Awesome Asians. The man, Greg Pak, is gonna be on the panel. Finally, it's come full circle.
And you can get his shirts, the Totally Awesome Asian shirts.
Yes,
Get
we
them.
have shirts now, people. Thank you for the love.
I gotta get one. I still gotta
Yes.
buy one.
$14, people, right now.
All I have is my D shirt. I just have my D.
Because he's
Gotta
all
show
about
off,
that.
gotta
D.
show off your D. Just gotta show it all off. Gotta be right in our faces about it.
You know, and that's how we're gonna end it because he just had to pull out his D.
Pull out the D. But like, subscribe,
in our face.
all that stuff,
and wave it in front of
and
us.
you could get D like this, not like this, like the other D that we showed you earlier.
Matt Guinness.
Go grab your D.
Grab your D.
All right, too many D jokes.
No, there are never enough D. We didn't actually talk about balls. We'll do balls.
Oh.
All right.
So while we're on those balls, why don't we tell them where they can find us and let's get out of here.
All right, GettingMac25 on Instagram. At that joint, you can like me. I'm usually doing something funny there, so that's probably the easiest way. Do that. Website coming soon. I know I keep saying it. Website coming soon.
It's on the screen.
It's right here. Oh, okay, my turn. I am Heather-Hurt. You can find me at Following Films on Twitter, or Heather is a nerd all underscored on Instagram. You can also find me. I work both the Painted Visions VNS page on Twitter and the and Amazing Comic Shop. BA on Twitter as well for the Amazing Comic Shop. And both of our stores do have Facebook pages. Please go and check out our Facebook pages. It's where all of our events are, including our book clubs and our free comic book day stuff. And that's where we will be updating stuff, like if we get any cosplayers in, maybe.
Coslo.
Ooh.
So that's us. That's me.
Okay. For the show, myself along with some other folk on the team manage on IG and Twitter. It's at New Release Wednesday and at the NRW. It's on the screen right now. And for me personally, I think Twitter is at Strange Since 1977 or at Temple Far East. The other is the IG. At Temple Far East or at Strange Since 1977.
You can find them on one of
We'll figure it out. It'll be right on the
It's
screen.
on the screen.
It'll be right on the
And
screen.
when you're not at joecarabeo.com, head to patrickstrange.com. I'm an actor, writer, publisher, producer. I do it all, and I'm going to do it for y'all with these people. We're out of here.
Bye.
Cut. Yes.
Thank you.